Boss, over here you have an 8 foot wide dormer, right? So you don't want it the same size. You want it just enough for this. My question is, this is about a 3 foot opening, about a 38-inch opening. Um, I ran it at 4 foot just to get an idea. This is just a temporary brace to run in the ridge pole. To see where I want. Obviously, that's not done. I've got to create the dovetails and create the walls, but I need 2x8s for that. All right, 2x6s for that. I had to pull this crap off the wall in order to run the 2x6s for a brace and to be able to carry the load of that, because it's going to carry the weight of the plywood, the dovetails, all that kind of stuff. The walls are going to help, but you know it's obvious that the 2x4s won't work. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, number one, do you want this dormer to be 40 inches wide, 3 foot wide, or do you want it to be 4 foot wide? I've got it set temporarily at 4 foot wide, just so I could run the ridge pole and get an idea of the center of the stairs, so it lines up well. Anyhow, the question is this: why don't you, instead of doing double work here after you went through all the work to square this off and level it out, why don't we just open up the rest of the roof to the ridge and run 2x8x20s out here? You need what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. But yeah, run them right from the ridge straight out to the edge of this. I'll recreate the soffit in a way that works better, and just run them from there to there. That way you're not doing double work of matching the roof and then trying to make this flat with a little bit of slope off of, which is a lot of, it's not extra work. It'll just get closed in faster, and actually would be better for when you decide to do a second story, because then you'll be able to reuse the 2x8x20s to run straight out, and then you can build a wall and double lam that after you do the bottoms. But yeah, so to review, this is a whole lot. Had to do some demo in order to be able to support this dormer, because you should have seen the rickety stuff that was here. Packed this out, leveled this up, ran 2x6 and brace to be able to run the ridge pole. The question is, do we want this dormer to be 4 foot wide, or do we want it to be 3 foot wide to match the stairs? And again, rather than come down next to the dormer and then try to kick out a little bit of slope out there, come down next to the dormer and try to kick out a little bit of slope out there, why not just cut this little bit back, and run 2x8x20s straight out, all the way out. You're going to need a little bit more thought towards that, but it makes a whole lot more sense, because you're going to use up more lumber. You don't have enough here, because you don't have anything long enough to be able to run straight down into your new floor, and then try to create a slope into your new floor. It makes way more sense to run the 2x8x20s straight out. You need 20 of them. So do the math on that, and then Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and then add yourself a ton of tax money. And then this is such a small dormer. Actually, you could probably get away with running 2x4s, dovetails, and walls. And I can create a pocket here where you can get in and out of this if you want to. Or let me know. Or do you want me to just use more wood to go straight down, follow the slope of the roof next to the dormer, and then create an additional slope out there? I could do whichever one you want, but I'm still going to have to come up right about here to be able to kick that water off past the dormer. It's up to you. Either way, let me know. I'll upload this and send it to you when I get back to Philly.